Alright, we are back. Hello everyone. Happy Chocobo. Welcome. Sorry if I didn't say so before. You guys took on Lady of the Underworld as a group, or Persephone, and won. Led by the Happy Chocobo. Congrats, guys. Alright, so, guys, we're going to continue on with the story here. We are trying to get access to Castrum Centri, which is where Minfilia and the others are being held. It's good to see you again, Miro. I'm given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So Minfilia and the others are indeed at Castrum Centri. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray, have the details from him. Good work, Miro. As Alphinaud has already told you, we plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Glomont is looking into ways to procure a suit of armor, a magic armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Minfilia and the others are counting on us, Miro. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. Drowning out the voices. While Glomont goes about devising his plan, we need to see to some preparations of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials would discover they're short on armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, their voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the selfsame energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Okay. Back on the way over. Are we at Camp Drybone yet? Because you're out of lube. No, we're actually at Camp Revenant's Toll. We are looking for our kidnapped comrades who are being held within Castrum Centri, which is that building you see just over there, actually, with the red and blue. We're looking for a way to invade. The nearby air bursts into spark. So the other day I ran Copperbell Mines on my Rogue, and the tank was quite new. You could tell they weren't really used to tanking, which is fine. But the healer was absolutely new, or not new, was like an absolute veteran, and the archer you could tell had played the game for a while as well, because they kept like running on ahead and trying to pull additional mobs for the tank, and the tank was clearly getting overwhelmed because he had no fucking idea what to do. He was pulling with provoke, which is pointless, especially when you have Tomahawk. But anyway, and I gotta tell you, I'm not a fan of other people like playing like that. Like, you need to let your newbies get used to the game, or communicate with them your intentions to help them understand why you're doing what you're doing. So this guy's like clearly struggling, and they're just like, la-di-da-di-da, we're just gonna keep doing it. Fuck you. Which I think is a terrible way to treat new players. Unless, of course, you communicate with them. Then it's fine. You're just like, hey, this is what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. And then they're like, please don't do that, I don't like it. Then you stop. Like, yes, it's just Copperbell Mines. Copperbell Mines is not that tough. But, oh. New players need to get good or uninstall. And that's how your game dies. And these are level 41 plasmas. These are nothing on the ones we fought in the cave. Steel Cyclone time, bitches! Alright, we did it. Damn it, Nyx! Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. Those damn frogs, they'll grab you from so far away and be like, nope, where are you going? Get back here. It's also a job, though, and I don't have to fight it, so I'm not going to. See you later, Jub. You feel like that's the League of Legends strategy? I don't know what League of Legends strategy is, because every new person I've heard of to the game, myself included, just couldn't deal with other players. Like, I like to think I have a reasonably tough skin, but I also got into the game and like, you know what? I don't have to take any of this. I'm not playing. I went and played something else. Like, sorry, I'm not a master at the game in the lowest rank like you. You have the readings? Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. I'm also not a competitive person at all. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose, though. I pray that we won't have the need of their power. My thanks, Miro. Clean the wax out of your ears now, because there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. The planes of the you enter the Castrum Centri, all decked out in Imperial duds, but a disguise is more than just the clothes you're wearing. You also gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. The first impression's everything, as they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learned it from the experts. So, get yourself as near as you dare to Castrum Centri and watch the Imperials doing what they do. Yeah, make me run all the way over there again when you could just teach me. This man needs a swift punch in the face. If other players make the game less fun, then you're going to go elsewhere. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't dislike League of Legends as a concept. Like, the game is... I like the fact that Heroes of the Storm had a lot more map variety, but League of Legends has a lot of characters to play. There's so much different strategy to employ, and it's much more fun if you're not being screamed at every 8 seconds by players who clearly either don't know what they're talking about or are thinking they're way better than they are. But, like, the idea of League of Legends, like a team-based game, kicking the crap out of each other and trying to complete objectives, great, love it. V for Vendetta, and we get to fight Voluptuous Vivian. Oh yeah, Mud Puppies, they're also blind and aggro via sound, so I could have avoided that one if I just walked, but... What if your identity is screaming at people? Well, League of Legends is for you, I guess. And hey, if that's actually your identity, you'll probably make it big in the streaming world, because really high energy streamers like that are the popular thing these days. Oops, I used the wrong skill first. Oh. Also didn't use Berserk. Oh. My last hitting minions? I don't know what you mean by that. Like, waiting till someone else has beat something down and then stealing the kill? Does that just mean that the person who beat them down doesn't get anything out of it, or? Nothing to report, sir. We've received an anonymous warning that insurgents' forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. Okay, I have a question. The Imperials are not friends with anyone in the Eorzea. Like, everyone fucking hates them. Who the hell's giving these people anonymous warnings? Something tells me they received a warning from someone, and that person was like, I'm not telling these guys. They don't even know who we got it from. In Liga, to get anything, you have to last hit the minion. Okay, so you get nothing for doing the work to take its health down, unless you kill it. Okay. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial Salute? No, no, no. Best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. You learned the Imperial Salute. Alright, so I think we're going to need to actually use that. So, you can actually take your emotes and put them on your bar. Right now we don't have very many. Okay, that's a lie. We have quite a few, but... Does he aggro if you use the emote on him? Let's find out. No. No response. It's just a corpse. Hey, now we get to talk to Sark Malark. Aw, shit. You are called Nero Prentice, yes? I have heard of your plight from my friend Glamont. As a fellow adventurer and son of Eorzea both, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castrum Centri, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniforms and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort to whom you would entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means, from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. The fortified area before Castrum Centri never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gears, one for each member of the infiltration team. Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. Hey guys, guess what we're gonna have to do? Did you guess run all the way the fuck back over here because they couldn't have told us while we were out here? Wouldn't this more traditional way just be enlisting in the Garlean army? Yeah, I'm not sure people actually enlist in the Garlean army. Like, maybe pureblood Garlean citizens do, but I feel like everyone else is just like, you're in the army now. Or you're dead. I keep getting the feeling that this thing's just chugging along in the sense that it's just like... one motor thing pushing you each time it revs, and you can audibly hear that rev just forcing its way. You would list in the Garlic army as long as you get the Garlic gun. You don't. That's reserved only for high-standing members of the Garlic gun or Garlic army. In fact, Garlic is a character in Dragon Ball Z. I mean, not just as a joke for Vegeta, but he's actually Garlic Jr. is in the movie The World's Strongest, and he's also in the filler season right after the Frieza saga. So I was playing WoW recently, and I'm fighting these crocolists, and they will not give me their fucking eyeballs. And I need 6 pristine crocolist eyeballs. And I had to kill 30 of these fucking things to get 6 of them. And I'm thinking, man, that's one thing I like about FF14, is if you kill something, it just gives you the item. It doesn't fuck around. So he killed this dude. Good enough. No, he's not. That arc doesn't exist. It's a lie perpetuated by SAS. I mean, I guess technically that's true. It is perpetuated by me. All crocolists are actually blind, and it's a rare exception that they're not. I like how the guys that are should be up on the walls are just watching me murder their people outside and are doing nothing about it. They're not even sounding the alarm. It's like, hey, our forces outside the wall are getting the shit kicked out of them. What do we do? And they're like, oh. This has never happened before, so just maybe it'll stop if we just ignore it. Oh look, they're disappeared. They're leaving. They've killed 6 of our dudes. They weren't saying anything because they'd be sent down to deal with it. Probably. They're stripping our comrades after killing them. That's gay. What? How's it gay? Because they're all men. What? Were you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Oh. Standard issue light infantry battle gear reinforced with carbon and cermet fibers to provide maximum protection with minimal loss of mobility. The scars of war cover both back and front of this piece. Okay. Standard issue light infantry battle helm reinforced with aluminum alloy to provide maximum protection against severe head trauma. Scars of war cover all sides of this piece. Damage. As I had suspected, in their present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith, Eganolf, at the Diamond Forge in Rowena's House of Splendor should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead, and I have been assured that he is expecting you. Worry not. We have already impressed upon him the need for the utmost secrecy as to the nature of your mission. Do you want to go down and deal with those absolute madmen killing our people and taking their armor? I thought not. Exactly. So, like everything else, Rowena's House of Splendor was not here when I last went through this area as part of the story. So you're the adventurer Sark Malark sent, are you? I've been waiting for you. Now, let's see what you got for me. I see. Ah, yes. I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for you. After all, I owe your friend Sark Malark a favor or two. Took good care of old Eganolf back in the days before I fell in with old Rowena, he did. Did he tell you he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did, but I suppose he always felt the venturer's life call on him. But here I go blabbering on when there's work to be done. Just hold your horse birds for a moment or two, and the great Eganolf will have your gear looking good as new. Alright, I'll talk about horse birds in a second here. And there we have it. Won't do you much good in battle, mind you, but from what I hear, that's not your priority anyhow. Do send Sark Malek my regards, will you? Him and his funky bunch have always done right by us. Exactly. Okay, so guys, when Around We're Born came out, this was rectified. But before that, there was a 1.0, and 1.0 was really bad. We've mentioned that a few times on stream, but 1.0 was like so bad that they literally fucking dropped the moon on the game and restarted it with A Realm Reborn. But before that, in 1.0, there were chocobos in the game. Like, I think there was chocobo porters, like this guy over here, the Choco Keep, but you couldn't get your own chocobo, and there were very few Choco Keeps from what I recall reading. Anyway, chocobo... The files in the game weren't referred to as chocobos, they were referred to as horse birds. Which is a fun reference. Have you had the uniforms and helms repaired? Yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Eganolf never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even a legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst the Imperial forces. Lest you fear the Garleans might detect your foreignness, foreigners in fact form the greater part of the Garlean invasion forces in Eorzea. You see, when the Empire subjugates new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part in your mission is done. I'm full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say that I am but another humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interests of the realm. Why would we call him a merchant? It's not like fucking... My dad's a landscaper, so I'm also a landscaper. Level 45 weapon coffer. Lamont has finally devised a plan to appropriate a suit of Magitech armor. Good work getting them Imperial Dutch. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. It took me long enough, but I finally hatched a plan to get us a suit of Magitech armor. Now, from what I've seen, Castrum Centri deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployments, and hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant Soul. So, hoping to coax the Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of the false intelligence, told them insurgents had designs on their stronghold. Tain't far from the truth. Now I come to think of it. Anyway, we should start seeing more patrols than we have up till now. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols dressed up in your shiny tin suit and alert them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you'll want to lure them as near to Revenant Soul as you can. Like as not, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of encouragement, use this smoke signal here. Feels fresh from an Imperial scout. They'll come running when they see that. And that's when the cavalry arrives. You hit them hard and make off with their Reaper. Simple as that. If I ain't mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now. Run along, eh? Oh, and don't forget to salute. I should probably equip the new outfit, eh? Nah, they'll be fine. Horse birds are the best birds. How many fucking times are they gonna make me run out of this city and back over to this spot? What is this, 5 now? At least 4 more if you remember correctly. I mean, this is one part that they haven't changed. I remember doing this back in the day as well. Except back then I was a little more carefree and ran forward and got fucking yanked across the room by every Nyx in the area. And now I've aggroed every mud puppy in the area. Yeah, I don't care about that. We can kill this dude. My overpower is better than yours. He's gonna buff his defense, but it doesn't matter. He has 0.2%. Oh, it buffs his attack. My bad. But you know, he only had 0.2% health left. So, does your company use a statistics program? If so, what? I have to get a list together. I don't know. I can find out. I can ask. All right. So let's go over here. Hang on, stand right in front of him. Fuck you, mud puppy. You're ruining my plans. What did I do to deserve this? Alright, let's kill this mud puppy in front of this dude. Anyway. Equip this. Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter. But I will not have it said that I was remiss. You, return to the scene and keep an eye on the insurgents. Should aught go awry, use your smoke signal to call us. Alright. So, you know, I ran over to him, and I clearly don't have standard issue gloves and boots on, but, you know, that doesn't seem to stop them. There's no guarantee they'll answer me, but as far as I know, most of the statistics are gathered via unique. Oh, damn it, Jeb! Are gathered using a unique system set up by my supervisor, so there may not be an actual program in play there, at least for what we do. I will, by the way, that's gonna be a common thing, guys. Like, unless I have to fight the Jubs for a very specific reason, I'm not gonna fight them. I refuse to fight Jubs. Okay, so look at this. We got this aura. Do I need to have this equipped? Because I hope you don't mind my joining. Seeing as we're seizing advanced weaponry, I thought it best to be on hand. Huh, there she is. This is the place, but where's the enemy? Sir, over there! Send in the Reaper. Let us make an example of these insurgents. Yeah, a lot of people use open source stuff like R and Python. Not sure why we needed the Imperial armor. We didn't seem to need to equip it, but you have a feeling getting these IT guys to agree to open source? Yeah. Might not be able to do that so easily. This guy's just like shooting the crap out of us. For that medicus that came over, because I just like hit them once and they exploded. Oh. Yeah, well, we made the magic Reaper explode. My bad. At last, our very own suit of Magitech armor. Not wishing to look a gift horse in the beak, or gift chocobo in the beak. It doesn't seem rather worse for wear, doesn't it? Biggs, Wedge, what's your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course, but looking past that, I'd say she was structurally sound. I don't like the way these legs are buckled. I hate to say this, but the servo mechanism may be damaged. But aren't those things protected by elm-thick armor plate? They are, yes, it's odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever it is you're dealing with, we're not resting until it's fixed. Not 1 week of sleep. You got that, Wedge? Oh, I heard that. A hull has been set aside for us to use in Revenant's Toll. That's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there, Mira. I like how they make it limp. Hey, Sane. Welcome. What? Why, hello there, Jub. Alright, so anyway guys, we're heading over here where we're gonna take our break. I thought that person's name was just Gay, and then they had the title Traveler, so it just said Gay Traveler, and I was like, what? That's an oddly specific name. Alright, give me a sec guys, I'll be right back.